I spread a bunch of sleeping pills across the table and crushed them into powder. Then I poured them into the coffee, stirred it thoroughly until it was well mixed. When I was done, I put the lid back on. Carefully, I made a mark on the bottom of the cup. After finishing that, I walked over and knocked on Lisa's door. I pretended to be a good Samaritan bringing her coffee, but really, I planned to kill Lisa. That way, I could have her husband to myself. Lisa, totally unsuspecting, invited me into the house. At the same time, she drank the cup of coffee with the mark on it in one go. The drug kicked in fast. Before long, Lisa collapsed to the floor. Once my goal was achieved, I hurried to the kitchen and poured the drugged coffee down the drain. Then I washed away the remnants. After that, I poured half of my own cup down the sink too. When everything looked clean, I called over my suitor. While he was off his guard, I stabbed him to death with the knife in my hand. Then I staged the scene and framed Lisa for all of it. I calmly went back home. The homicide quickly drew heavy police attention. After the initial investigation, there was no doubt Lisa was the prime suspect. When Lisa heard this, she was at a loss. She couldn't remember what happened after she blacked out, but she was sure she'd collapsed after drinking the coffee. So Lisa suspected I was the one. Of course I didn't admit it. I claimed I didn't even know the man. Meanwhile, Lisa had recently been scammed by him, so she had an obvious motive to kill. After hearing our statements, the police ran tests on the coffee right away. The results came back completely normal. In the end, Lisa was treated as the suspect and was arrested by the police. On the surface, I looked sad, but inside I was happier than anyone, because Lisa's disappearance meant I was one step closer to getting Jack. Lisa appealed more than once, but the court repeatedly dismissed it, citing solid evidence against her. Luckily, in their family, the daughter was sharp and careful. In her memory, Lisa was rigid but would never be a killer. So to uncover the truth, the girl started asking around about who I was. In just 3 days, she combed dozens of blocks. Thanks to her relentless efforts, she finally found my ex-husband. From him, the girl learned what kind of person I really was. My ex and I had been married for a long time, and he noticed I often stared blankly at a photo of my ex. During one argument, he accidentally tore up the photo, and I, like a crazed woman, nearly strangled him to death. So our marriage ended. The man in that photo was the girl's father, Jack. After learning the truth, she immediately told her father and warned him to be wary of me. I never expected that just as I was about to succeed, I would be exposed by a little girl. I couldn't accept it. Angry and humiliated, my love turned to hate. I grabbed a nearby ornament and knocked Jack unconscious. Just as I was preparing to dispose of the body, his daughter witnessed the whole thing. To keep the secret from coming out, I thought about killing again. I chased her with a knife. The girl picked up a shovel to fight back. She knocked me down with the shovel. When she let her guard down to call the police, I suddenly sprang up and clamped my hands around her throat. At the last second, Jack arrived in time and saved his daughter.